Okay, so congratulations, folks. You are at the last module of your last formal course of your Master's in International Education program. Can you believe it? I remember talking to you all just June 2007. What was that, a year and a half ago? And here we are at the other end. Hard to believe. I wanted to take under 10 minutes so I can make my first YouTube video. You folks have taught me so much. And wanted to talk to you really briefly about this last module. I heard what you said, no more papers. I know you have a capstone paper coming up. I know that you need to pull this whole thing together and get ready for the next phase of the program. So here's how we're going to do it. Our learning objectives for this last module. First, I want you to reflect on your coursework and changes in professional interests. You've been doing a lot in a year and a half. We want you to be able to go back and take a look at it. Second, we're going to want you to review your professional contexts that you've been working in. Some of you are doing exactly what you want to be doing. Some of you want to work in a different area in the field. Some of you have had a couple of substantial job changes since you started with us a year and a half ago. So we want to take a look at that and make sure that you are where you want to be and that you have your plan all laid out. We'd like to explore a current issue in the field. We want to take a look at something that's new and exciting in the field, something that's going to be part of what shapes the field and keeps you interested in what's going on in international education. And lastly, we want you to have a chance to share with your colleagues. That's how you started a year and a half ago. That's the way we want you to finish. Now, you've probably already noticed on the Moodle site, all of this material is there in an introduction to the module. So sit back, have a copy in front of you, and make some notes if you'd like. So what we're doing here, we want to look at where you've been. We want to take a look at how your work environment has impacted your learning and where you want to be next. We want to take a look at what's new and exciting in the field to you. Okay? 3 assignments go with this module. The first is a reflection paper. We want you to go back and take a look at what you've done, what you've learned, figure out what it means for you. What's been the most interesting for you and why have you been interested in that? The second, this one's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun putting this together. The idea of role-playing a scenario. There's 3 different scenarios, as you saw in the write-up, and they have very different contextual approaches. One looks at talking with colleagues in your institution, but not in your department. One looks at speaking with leaders in the field. The third takes a look at professional development. You'll come up with a presentation at the end of any one of those scenarios, but I want you to pick the one that most suits what would be of interest to you, what you'll use, and what would be the most fun. You can do this scenario with any of the other colleagues of yours in the program, or if you need to pull in someone else so you can have the desired effect that you want on this scenario, you go right ahead. Okay? It's a chance to have some fun. And in the third, we want you to share your resources, because in order to put this scenario together, you'd have to have some background information, some bibliographic material from which to put together your scenario. Let's share that with your colleagues. All right? So those are our 3 assignments. And I think that putting those together should really, hopefully, set you up with a topic for your capstone, if you don't already have one, a first idea of some resources that would be useful to you as you put together your capstone, and it should give you enough closure to the coursework so that you can really clear your mind and head towards your capstone. Yay! So, when you get to this point, I just want you to see how close we are getting to the end of this capstone paper. Coming back here for the seminar in May or in the summer. And guess what happens after that? Follow the arrow down to graduation. So see, you have gone all the way from June of 2007 to this moment in time, in December of 2008. And look, you only have half a blackboard left to go. The end is in sight, folks. Stay excited, stay engaged. Let's get this last module finished. I can't wait to have you back for graduation. Have fun in the next 2 weeks. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay.
That was easy.